Hello, Algebra 2 students. For Mr. Fry, I am looking at complex numbers, negative square roots worksheet. This is March 9th, and let's look at the odd ones. I'll leave you to the even ones. Go ahead and work them out, try to work them out. If you make mistakes, correct them, and you're part of the learning process. That's what we do. Okay, so when we're thinking of these, negative square roots, that's where the imaginary numbers come up. So in order to take that negative out of there, you just take out of there the imaginary. It makes it an imaginary number. And then you could take the square root of 25. Now that you've taken that I, you change this essentially into an I and bring it out, and then the square root of 25 is 5, and so you just have 5 times your I, so that is 5, an imaginary number. I'll get with you guys in a second. Number 3, taking a look at the square root of -5 and squared in parentheses. So what that is going to do is I'm going to take out the imaginary number, and I'm going to just have the square root of 5. And then, so if you have the square root of 5 squared, even if you just do that on your calculator, you'll see that that is 5. And then I still have to square that imaginary number, so you're going to have 5i squared. All right, taking a look at number 5. We are going to be just adding these together. So I am just going to use the commutative property. If all of these are going to be added, I'm going to put my imaginary numbers together. And then I'm going to put these real numbers together. So I'm going to have 2 plus 3. And I'm going to have -2i plus 2i. And so the imaginary numbers cancel out, and I just have 2 plus 3, which is going to be 5. Just ends up being 5. Number 7 we did in class, but in case you missed it, in case you weren't there or whatever, I want you to take a look at this. We are going to be multiplying by the complex conjugates. Let me see in my notes here. Make sure complex conjugate, which is just that bottom part of the number, and you have it in addition and in subtraction. Here I have it both in addition, so that's what we need to do. This is the part that's in subtraction. This is going to be the part that's in addition. So you just multiply, both the numerator and the denominator by that complex conjugate. So I use the FOIL method: first times first, outside times outside, inside times inside, and then last times last. And I got this for my new numerator, and I did the same for the denominators, and I got this for my denominators. Hopefully you're pausing this because that's a lot to write. I combine my like terms, and then I just continue to do so, and it's simplified. You could go further and have your 38 over 136 and maybe simplify that, and 18i over 136. You could leave it like that or like that. All right, for multiplying, it's even easier. It's just, one of these steps. Once again, I'm going to refer to the FOIL method. So the first times the first, 2 times 13 is 26. And then the outside times the outside, 2 times the 13i is 26i. And then the inside times the inside is -3 times 13i. So you have 39, -39i. And then the last times the last. So I have -39i squared, because that's 3 times 13, and you have your 2 i's that you're multiplying together. I combine my like terms. That I squared turns this into, it's like -39 times -1, so that's going to make it into a positive 39. I combine those like terms, and I'm done with 65 minus 13i. Hope this helps, and good luck with the even ones.